I'm Victoria, and I'm one of the account executives here at JCS, and I'll be taking you through Drama Online. So, today we're going to be covering how to explore play across formats. For this, we're looking at A Midsummer Night's Dream across videos, playtexts, and ebooks. Then I'll be looking at how to search more effectively, and then I'll briefly touch on using learning resources and where to find the featured content. But to begin with, we're going to be looking at how to access the collections that your school is subscribed to. So I'll now switch over to Drama Online. And from the homepage, we're going to look at the top bar of tabs here, and we're going to click on Collections. So on Collections, you'll see the heading for your collections, and this is where you'll find all the collections that your school is subscribed to. So today I'm signed into the JCS trial account, which does mean I have full access to all 23 individually priced collections. So I'll be looking at all the results available. Now to search for the play that we're looking for, I'll go into the search bar at the top and I'll search for A Midsummer Night's Dream. And this will be a generic search without any filtering to begin with. But we're going to look on the left-hand column for refined results. And you'll see the section called Access Type, and this is where you'll see a little tick box saying only show content which I have full access to. And it can be quite helpful to make sure that's ticked, just to ensure your students and staff are accessing content that your school is subscribed to. So to filter down into a specific content type, we're going to scroll down and look at the content type section on the left column, and I'm going to click on More, and then click on Video here. And there's 6 different video performances for A Midsummer Night's Dream. And if I scroll down, you'll be able to see the collection or the player that we're going to look at today. If you found that your school subscribes to multiple collections, it can be helpful to compare and contrast if they have similar performances inside them, and you can just see the different stage directions and whether a character is present on stage. So if I go into this version of A Midsummer Night's Dream, you'll see there's 4 tools on the top right called Save, Print, Share, and Cite. So if I click Save, this will save the item to a specific folder. So I'm going to make a new folder so I can go back to this in the future. And I'll call this A Midsummer Night's Dream. Click Save, and I'll be able to access this video later, which I'll show you where that's all saved in a moment. And so this is just helpful for sharing the content and ensuring you can find where it is again. So on the video player itself, you can click on Show Transcript, and this is an auto-scrolling transcript, which will align itself with the video player above. If I scroll down a bit further in the transcript, you can see that each word is clickable. So if I click on the word vexation, this will actually fast forward or rewind the play to align with the transcript that I just clicked there. You can also turn on closed captions, and this is quite helpful for different accessibility needs in your school, but also to help pick up on different types of vocabulary, especially if your school is studying Shakespeare. Now, the final helpful feature for video players is the clipping tool. So you can drag the out and in boxes here. And when you clip something, you'll be accessing what's in between the in and out timestamps. So if you click on Generate URL, I can then copy this URL to clipboard to share that with colleagues or students. Or if I click Save, this will go to the same saved area as the video player. So I'll name this clip as a Midsummer Night's Dream clip, and we can find this later. So now I'll go back to the results page. My screen is now not responding. So that's not helpful. So I'm going to load up Drama Online again. And actually, okay, we're back into the search results. So sorry for the internet issue just there. I'll click X on content type video. And so now we're going to look at playtexts. So I'm going to scroll down on the content type column on the left, And by clicking on Playtext, I'll be seeing the scripts and text that follow along with the play, with the characters and their speech. So as this is sorted by relevance, the top result here is A Midsummer Night's Dream, and it's actually from the Ardent Shakespeare third series. So if I click to go into this playtext, you'll see the same save, print, share, and cite tools. So I'm going to click save and save this in the folder that we created previously. And then once that's saved, we can also see the About the Play section, which provides a brief summary, and we can see how many acts, scenes, and roles in the play in total. We can also click on the button for reading the play, and this will show characters, their speech, but also the table of contents on the left, so you can skip ahead to different acts and scenes. So if we go back, we can look at the Play Tools button, and this shows the character grid, so you can see where characters are present in each act and scene. And if we scroll down a bit further, we'll see the words and speeches graph, so that shows the length of each scene we're looking at. Then I can click back to the top here, and we'll go back, and we're going to go back to the results page again. So I'm going to click X on Playtext, and then I'm going to scroll back down on the Refine Results column, and this time I'll be looking for books. So these books are more like critical commentaries and theatrecraft ebooks. And you'll see that the top title that we can click on here is actually the ebook chapter name, and it's within the total ebook there. So we'll go into the ebook chapter of A Midsummer Night's Dream in our time, and you'll see the same saving and printing features. So I'm going to save, so we can find everything we've just searched for again. And there's a DOI link and a page range, which really helps with referencing and citing in the future. So if I scroll down a bit further, you'll see a table of contents again, and this means you can click through the different chapters within the ebook as well. So I'll click back to the top. So you might be wondering, where do we access everything that we've just saved? So we're going to go to the top right of the website here, where it says welcome your name, as I'm signed into a personal account, and I'll click on my name and click on my content. And once I'm in my content, I can see the folder that I created called A Midsummer Night's Dream. And down here, I'll see the ebook, the playtext, and the video that I've saved, so I can go back into them at any point. And if I go over to the My Clips tab, I'll be able to see the A Midsummer Night's Dream clip I took previously. So another way that we can search through these different formats is by going to the Advanced Search button here to the right of the search bar. And when we click on this, we could type in the play name again. And this time it just provides the content types here rather than a long refine results column. So I can click on video and audio. So this will come up with the same 6 video options that we saw previously. And if I scroll down a bit more, you'll be able to see that there are now the audio plays included. So this is a bit of a simpler way instead of using the column on the left. Now, if you're not too sure what play that you're looking for, you could click on the Advanced Play Search beneath the Advanced Search button. And instead of searching for a play title, you could search by the number of scenes, word count, or the number of roles. So I might look for a number of male roles equal to 7. And then this will bring up playtexts where I can see, even from the results page, the acts, the scenes, and that there are 7 male roles here and 7 male roles here. So I know that it's searched for the correct thing that I'm looking for. I can also go back into the advanced play search, and this is where I'll find monologues as well. So I could decide to search for a female speaker with a more than 400 word count. And when I search for this, you'll see that there is the playtext title name at the top, but it's also repeated lower down with a little extract from the playtext itself. And this is what we want to click on so that we're brought immediately to the monologue that we're looking for. So this is straight away the female speaker monologue with more than 400 words in it. So I'll click back to the top again. And another way to search, if you're not too sure on the title you're looking for, is the Explore By tab at the top of the website. And this will cover things like themes, genres and forms, periods, and practice subjects. So I'll briefly show off the themes section, and this is a long alphabetical list of the different themes available. So it covers things such as aging, the city, crime, education, and many, many more to look through. So that just about sums up how to search for plays and to access the plays that you're subscribed to. But for some extra support and promotional materials, you might be interested in going to the Browse Content section at the top here and going down to Learning Resources. So if your school is subscribed to the National Theatre Collections, you might find this particularly helpful by going to Learning Resources, clicking on National Theatre Collections, and this is where you'll find the learning packs, rehearsal insights, and lesson plans for the specific productions. So if we scroll down, we can see the Afterlife production here, and we can click on the learning pack, and that will immediately bring up a PDF which covers background information, production notes, and a plot synopsis. You'll also see that this pack is specifically designed for the National Theatre recording that you'll have access to, so you know that it will fully align. So I'll go back to the top of the screen now. And for some extra content, you can go to the About section, and this is where we can find the content. And this is more along the lines of blogs and insights along a specific theme. So Drama Online likes to highlight specific blogs, but you're also welcome to go down and look at the previously featured content on the About column on the left. So if we click on this, we can see the previous themes that they've highlighted, such as plays and playwrights from around the world, as well as women in Shakespeare. So if we go up again, the final tab that I'd like to highlight is the librarian section. So this is where you can find the promotional materials for each collection you're subscribed to, but also the user videos here. And these are short walkthroughs about the specific tools that I've shown today. So these will continue to support you as you go through using your Drama Online subscription. So I'm now going to head back to the PowerPoint itself and go over just a few more support materials that we have ready. So on this slide, this is essentially describing the promotional materials, learning resources, and user videos that I've just shown. So as you'll receive the PowerPoint after this webinar, you could simply use these links from the PowerPoint to go straight to the web page as well. And from JCS, we've also created 6 essential ways to promote your digital library document and a Making the Most of Your Digital Resources PowerPoint, which uses testimonials from a couple schools. Finally, we've created a blog from an interview with Margaret Bartley, the Global Editorial Director at Bloomsbury Publishing, and this focuses on bringing drama to life using video players, and this covers things like accessibility, but also using multiple versions of the same play and comparing and contrasting these to help engage your students in the different interpretations there. So that just about wraps up the live demo section of the webinar. So now we're going to head into the Q&A section. So we'll now get started on that. Okay. Can I print playtext for my students? Yes, you can print playtext for your students, and this will be done by sort of scene and act by act. This won't be the entire playtext at once. So as long as it's being used for educational use, that's absolutely fine. You can also, yes, can I run viewings at my school? Yes, you can do those at your school. So the full video players are welcome to be used in the classroom, at home, for homework assignments and coursework. So that's absolutely fine to do so. Okay, another question. So I have the National Theatre collections. How can I get into other collections? Okay, so if you're interested in exploring other collections, I'd recommend reaching out to our support team, which is support@jcsonlineresources.org, and they'll be happy to send your request over to the account executives, like myself, and we'll be happy to help with that. Can I use clips in my lesson plans? Yes, you can. So clipping is a great way to sort of focus more in depth into a specific scene or act that you're interested in exploring. So that's absolutely fine to embed into your lesson plans there. And any further questions? Okay. So someone's asked, where can I get a title list for a collection? The title list for a collection that can be found either directly on the Drama Online website itself, but you're welcome to go to the JCS Online Resources website on the Drama Online section, and you'll be able to access a PDF which includes the title list there. Someone's asked, I can only see advanced search as an option, not the one underneath that you mentioned. Okay. With that question, I would recommend reaching out to our support team just to see if there's something we can help with how you're viewing the website there. And to contact support, that will be support@jcsonlineresources.org again. But if there aren't any more questions, then that's probably all we probably have time for today. So thank you everyone for listening. We really hope this was helpful, and we look forward to supporting you with your subscriptions. Thank you.